Right, people, trade recap for the day. It is 27th of the 7th, 2026. We ended up having two losses. Ooh, quite close and personal. 2 losses, 1 win with Powell's strategy. The 1 win we would have taken would have held for 408 points. And I top ticked it. So you might be thinking, how are you only 329 in profit? Shut the fuck up. Okay, right, coming into the day. Right, so what do we have? 9:30 opened. This purple line here is true day open. Right, so we manipulate down. Market opens, taps true day open. Which is it also in line with the fib level? Kinda, not really, not enough to warrant or worry about. There we go. Comes down. And then where did I take this loss? Yes, right. So we come down, tap true day open. We create this 5-minute rejection wick because we tapped this green line here is 50% extension of this entire move up. We also tap into the new week opening gap. We had a 15-minute SMT with ES, so this was a good rejection block. Was good for the fact it was sort of catching a falling knife, and the fact that we had no real manipulation because we left this 5-minute unmitigated. We didn't have a 15-minute because we just opened, and we just set a limit for 5 micros, and then it lost. So we were down like 270 after spreads, right? That's the first one. But SMT tapped into new week opening gap, wicked, and got a rejection wick off of the 50% extension of the range, so balancing all bearish structure. But it's fine. Then next one we got, what did we do? How did I lose the second one? I believe I tried to long again here, somewhere around here. Oh, hold on. We'll draw this 5-minute. Yes, right. So this one, this time we what was this? 250? No, because hold on. I've got the Discord here with my journaling from, this is my network. So, alright, second one. So this is the first one we took today, obviously, one I've just shown you. And then this is the second one, which, hold on, I'll put this to the side for a minute. Where is this? Is that the 1-minute time frame? It is here. Hold on. Right, is that one. I don't understand why I took this, but this is a rejection wick. What are we rejecting? It's because we came down. Alright, look. So this yellow line is the 0.68. So we just tapped the 0.68 similarly to how we did with the 0.5. Get a 5-minute rejection wick off of it. Also, the CE of the rejection wick aligns with the 79% extension. 17-point stop would have just taken it up. This failed. Why did this fail? Trying to catch a falling knife. 10 AM was going to open in 5 minutes. And we accidentally entered with 10 minis on that. So then we were down 670 on the day. However, 10 AM then opens. We get an hourly close. Sorry, no, we get the 4-hour close below new week opening gap. The hourly displaces heavily through it. On the 5-minute, we open 10 AM. This is just a rejection wick, but we're not rejecting anything, so it's just something I drew, marked out. So this is 10 AM open. As you can see, we manipulate up before dispersing down. So this is always good because it means that if you just go straight down off open, then you have no manipulation. Say 10 AM opened here and just went up. If we were to draw the fib from here to here, the 79% extension can't align with 10 AM because we haven't manipulated lower, which is why when we manipulate when we manipulate in one direction, say here to here, it's good because it means that the 79% extension can align with 10 AM, which it did almost perfectly. The OTE of this. So I thought, fuck it, we'll do one more try. I had a 15-point stop, risking 1 mini, and I was going to take it for 75 points, right? We get tagged in by a point. I shit you not, a point. We top ticked this because our entry was at 10 a.m. When it aligns with that, 10 a.m. is where you want to put your entry. Because if you were to put it, say, here, which was the 79% extension, you wouldn't have got tagged in. If you were to put it in the middle of the OTE, you'd have got a safer entry, but 10 a.m. is always a sweet spot. And now, obviously, this has ran a ridiculous amount. This has ran 408 points. But what happened here, right? I could have been funded by now. However, because we had already lost, after this candle closed, this candle started moving down. I put my stops to break even. Then after this candle started moving down, I brought my stops to cover break even for the day, which was plus 700, which would have been about 30 points. Would have been about here. About there. Would have been 700 profit. We come up, we don't tap it, but because we come up, you might be able to see it on like a 15-second time frame. No, even the 15-second is all fucking black. Oh, but we come up, we hit no. Yes, no, it was here. It was here. It was here. Because we came down. I had my take profit at what would have been me being funded, which would have been about 102 points, I think, to cover losses and plus 1500. Would have been about here. But obviously, I put my stops here. We come down. We don't take out this low, and we start moving up. I panic close. I fully panic close for about 1100, which covers the 700 losses and puts us 329 up on the day. This is frustrating because we could have been funded right this second if I would have just held, stuck to my thing. I had covered my losses for the day, plus taken 2 shit setups before 10 a.m. Put me down. If I didn't place those, I would be funded. If I'd have let it run, I'd have been funded. If I'd have even just let it get to this low, I'd have been up 800 on the day instead. Now, because I had taken those 2 losses, my emotions were a bit high. I left that and just let it ride. And then it started coming back up. I pussy closed. Right? Not very proud of it at all. We wouldn't have been tagged out. But I thought because I moved my stops to profit, there was more of a likelihood of me getting taken out before we moved lower. So it's good to count your wins, count your losses, and just move on with it, unfortunately. But those were the 3 trades I ended up taking today. We are 1.9k up on the eval, so 1.1k, and we win. Yeah, so as you can see, minus 265, minus 380, but then plus 1000. So loss, loss, and then win. Pass above. So that's good. I mean, the consistency on this has just been Powell's strat, right? Powell's strat, we had an incredible day, break even. Pussyfooting around would have been a win, but I closed early. Break even. 2 losses and then 1 little win. 1 loss, 1 win. Break even on the day. Break even that I moved stops to profit and then a loss. And then loss, break even, loss, win. Put us up on the day. So from, what were we? Nearly 500 down to 100 up. That's decent. Then this was bad. Loss, half win, pussyfooting around, break even, loss, loss, loss. Terrible day. Friday, loss, loss, plus 1500, and then plus 200. Put us up on the week. And then this one has put us up on the week. But the proof is in the progress. It's just the fact that I am being a pussy. This strategy works. It's been proven to work. It's got a set win rate. Good. However, I'm just stupid. Because from 10 a.m, we dumped 408 points. What is that? Do we take it? We fucking smash through these hourly lows. Who even knows what we're rejecting off of? Like, bro. Is it this rejection wick? Did we hit CE of this rejection wick? Yeah. So, center of this daily rejection wick is what we're coming back up from. It's hot in my room, so I'm going to keep this brief so I can put the fan on. But very frustrating day, because even though we won back our losses, I traded as if I wanted to get the money back rather than predicting the market, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm grateful for the fact that we get to end the day green instead of red. However, it could have been much better, and 1100 more, which it would have ran, which is what, 55 points? 55 points is that. We had 8 of those in a 400 leg going down. Just one of those with my normal risk, and we would have won. But not to worry. Fine. We got a gorgeous top tick, make back the wins, make back the losses. We didn't hold it as long as we should have, but can you imagine doing this on a live account? Like, mate, with one mini, if I'd have just placed one mini. See, I'm thinking of it like money again. This is really bad. 409 points. That would have been about 800, I think. If I would have placed 5 minis, that would have been 4 grand. Yeah, so one mini would have been about 800. 15-point risk, by the way. 15-point. Anyway, I'm going to stop glazing this method. Crazy day. Crazy accurate 10 a.m. Holy 10 a.m. But we're done on the day. We are fully locked out. And I am going to just chillax and then see you guys tomorrow. So, yeah, right. Hope you all had a profitable day. Good trade recap. W ship, made back our losses. The only losses are from me being a dumbass. And the wins come when I actually trade well. So, yeah, right. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Tell someone you love them. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.